My name is Lilibeth Rodriguez. I work in the financial aid office, and today I'll be speaking to you about the California Dream Act and Cal Grants. So this is what we'll be talking about. Who is it for and who can apply? AB 130 and AB 131. How, when, and where do I apply? Tips, and then we'll go through the different awards, which are the BOG, Cal Grant, and CHAFEE grant. So who is it for? Who is the Dream Act for? This is for our students that meet requirements of AB 540. Those requirements are attend a California high school for at least 3 years, graduate from a California high school, or pass the California High School Proficiency Examination or obtain a GED. Also being enrolled in an accredited and qualifying California college or university, and if applicable, complete an affidavit to legalize immigration status as soon as the student is eligible. So these are the definitions of an AB 540. AB 540 students may include students that are undocumented, students who are U.S. citizens but who are not California residents, and usually dependent students whose parents are not residents of California. So AB 130 and AB 131 allow AB 540 students to apply and receive different financial aid, such as institutional grants like the UC grant, state university grants, EOP grants at CSUs, and EOPS grants at California community colleges. They might be also eligible for the Board of Governors fee waiver at a California community college, and state financial aid, including Cal Grants and CHAFEE foster youth grants. So how, when, and where do I apply? So from now throughout your college career, you always want to apply for scholarships. If you're going to be attending a higher education institution for the year 16-17, you want to do your Dream Act application on or after October 1st, but always before March 2nd. So the one for the 16-17 school year is out already, and you can do it until June 30th, 2017. The one for 2017-2018 is available as well. That'll be for fall 2017, spring 2018, and summer 2018. And you want to do the 17-18 Dream Act application before March 2nd. Once you're done with the application, you want to review your student aid report and then respond to any financial aid office request. So this is what the website looks like when you apply for a Dream Act. And you always want to do the application before March 2nd. So here are some different tips. The California Dream Act is not the same as the DACA. So they're not the same thing. They might have the same initials, but they're not the same thing. California students who have applied or received approval of DACA should always complete the Dream Act application and not do the FAFSA. And then when you do the application, you always want to make sure that both the student and the parent sign it. So here are the different awards for Dreamers. You can be eligible for the Board of Governors fee waiver, which is the BOG, entitlement Cal Grant A and Cal Grant B, and then the California Community College transfer entitlement Cal Grant A and B, Cal Grant C, and then the CHAFEE grant. So what is the Board of Governors fee waiver? This is specifically for California residents attending a California community college. It waives your enrollment, so your tuition is pretty much paid off. And you can apply for this by doing the Dream Act application, or we also have paper application for it. So what is a Cal Grant? Cal Grant is a state program that's administered by the California Student Aid Commission, also known as a commission or CSAC. The program is funded by the state, and these awards usually don't have to be paid back. So how do I apply for it? You do your Dream Act application before March 2nd, and then you also have to do a GPA verification. Most of the time it's done specifically by your school, by your high school, or your community college can send off your GPA as well. So these are the deadlines. Like I said, you want to do it before March 2nd. Do the Dream Act for the appropriate year. This application will determine your eligibility for Cal Grant A, B, or C. and it'll also determine whether you're eligible for the entitlement or competitive award. For Dreamers, you'll only be eligible for the entitlement. So what are the basic requirements for Cal Grant? There's a lot of them. So pretty much be a California resident, be enrolled at least half-time. Males have to be registered with the Selective Service, attend a Title IV college, not owe any state or federal grant repayment, not be in default for a loan, not have a bachelor's degree, maintain satisfactory academic progress, not be incarcerated, must be a U.S. citizen, eligible non-citizen, or meet AB 540 criteria, have high school diploma, or pass a GED. So we're going to go into detail specifically about the three different Cal Grants, Cal Grant A, B, and C. So this is Cal Grant A. You're only eligible for it at UCs and CSUs. To be eligible for it, you must meet the income and asset ceilings, demonstrate financial need. So that equation right there, that is what schools use to see if you have financial need, which is the COA is the cost of attendance, minus the EFC, estimated family contribution, minus any other aid equals how much need a student has. You must have a minimum GPA of a 3.0 if you're going straight from a high school, or a 2.4 if you're transferring from a community college. Cal Grant A can be used for an associate's or a bachelor's program, and then the maximum award is up to $12,182. So at a community college, you can't receive Cal Grant A, but if you're eligible for it, it'll be put in reserve for like 2 years for you to use whenever you do transfer. Cal Grant B is for UCs, CSUs, and community colleges. You have to meet the income and asset ceilings as well, have a minimum GPA of a 2.0. It could be for used for an associate's and bachelor's programs. And then the maximum award you could get at a community college is $1,670. If you attend a school that charges, tuition charging institution, you can probably get more aid. And then Cal Grant C is our third Cal Grant. This one is specifically for those students enrolled in vocational programs. It has to be at least 4 months, but no more than 2 years in length. This money can be used for tuition and fees and books and supplies. There is no GPA requirement for this one. It can be used for associates as well as certificate programs. And at a community college, you can only get the $547 for books and supplies. So then the California CHAFEE grant, this grant specifically for those students that are foster youth. They have aged out of the foster care system. They can be eligible for up to $5,000 per school year. They have to meet certain requirements, be in the foster youth system between ages, and that has to be verified by the California Department of Social Services. So then to get any type of financial aid, a student always has to meet the satisfactory academic progress, which is maintaining a 2.0 GPA, complete at least 67% of your units attempted. Any F, Ws, incompletes, and no passes can count against that ratio. And then at Mesa, have no more than 90 units, which is 100% of your length of your educational program. So these are just a couple links for you to read up on if you'd like.